Are you jealous of your neighbor for having more rice than you? Are you sick of just eating sand over and over? Are you tired of being made fun of your ex? Well, you know what? Me too. So let me introduce you to our solution. Intensive wet rice farming. And it's here to help you and I bring greater yields for food, crops, everything like that. Alright, so first we're gonna start off in this, just generally dry land. We're gonna we're gonna have some cattle, and they're gonna help us we're gonna chisel it down. It's kind of like layers of pancakes sit on top of each other. It's a childish way of thinking it, but it's kind of how it is. So we have the cattle help us plow the land. And it's basically stacked up on top of each other. And then after we do that, we're gonna cut some small little divots inside this land. The small divots will allow us to flood it with water. And the water, as you saw earlier, is the main thing that's gonna have the seeds. Technically the term is a rice paddy. Alright, now, with the land prepped, when we have that done, I could show you how to grow some rice. We're just gonna plant some of these rice seedlings, okay? And we plant it in the water. This is to help it sustain its nutrients. It has higher nutrients if we plant the water. Not only that, but just instead of using tons of water over and over again, just keep eating in the ponds of water. Just helps it grow already. So less need for water production. And then as a bonus, you don't really need to worry about erosion with rice because it's in water and water cannot erode. Okay, but besides these two amazing facts on why rice is such a good plus, there are two, maybe three main issues you should worry about. The first being the cost. Now, the costs are going to be a bit steep depending on how much you're trying to produce. You might not be able to buy enough products or have enough sustainability in your farm. Alright, so that's obviously going to be an issue. It's going to hurt your yield. It's probably going to hurt you in the long run too. Point is, you can't really farm rice. Sometimes it comes unsuitable for your needs because it just costs too much in terms of things like all the rice seedlings and then the water you have to flood. It can just, like I'm saying, I already said it, but it can be kind of steep in terms of price. And you have to keep on having some upkeep with this land. You can't just drop by, make a rice farm, and then leave for a few months. No, you have to sustain it because there can be bugs and other animals in the rice as well, or at least in the fields. Mainly bugs, I'm assuming. And you kind of have to clean that out. That way, the rice is okay. Because you don't want anything to ruin your rice yields now, don't you? This is where we're gonna make profit, and this is where we're gonna make product. Now, I'd say one of the biggest wins in terms of rice, what it has going for it, would be the fact it's 3 months to grow, and that might sound a bit lengthy to some, but here's the kicker. All right, we can grow all of this rice. It's not seasonal. You can grow it annually, so you can get 4 yields of rice, 4 harvests in 1 year if you do it right. And just imagine all this rice 4 times a year. That's gonna be a lot more than just once a season you get all this. Alright, so that's the main reason why rice is just amazing. You can just cook it whenever. And if you're not convinced about why rice works or why it's good, well, just look at history. As you can see throughout history, many Asian countries, and Southeast Asia have been using rice fields. Alright? And they've developed well. They have tons of resources from it, things like trade. So these are just some examples. We have India, then we have Taiwan, then we have Polynesia, we have Bangladesh, we have China, and lastly we have Thailand. Anyway, these countries all historically have benefited from rice farming. And if you can just look into their history, you'll find rice farming in it, and it's really cool. I actually highly recommend you guys look at some of its history after this little ad. As you can see, all this rice just makes it pretty clear to see, for me at least, that rice is outstanding in its field. So why don't you give it a shot? Come give it a try sometime. Thanks for watching. This is my presentation. I'm Edward Shane Gamache, signing off. That's their flag, alright. By Finland. Finland here. Just wanted to call your rice cringe, bro. Fishing is better, lol. Wait. No, wait, no, I have to get back. Is my rice okay? No, wait, the rice. My rice fields.